Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching me from. Welcome back everybody to the channel. Today we'll be looking at support and resistance, and we'll talk about the concept of support and resistance, how to interpret support and resistance, and how you're going to make your trading decisions with support and resistance. So without wasting much time, let's get started. As a trader, to be able to take buy or sell decisions, you need a way to analyze the market. You can analyze the market in various ways. You can be a fundamental analyst where you base all your trading analysis on economic data, or you can do sentiment analysis where you analyze the market based on human emotions behind particular market conditions, or you can be a technical trader. As a technical trader, you do all your analysis on the chart. You analyze the market based on chart patterns and the short-term emotions of people or your fellow traders around you on the chart. So your main focus is to focus on the chart. You analyze the market using price action or indicators to help you make your buy or sell decisions. Support and resistance is an aspect of technical trading. So as a day trader, you must have in-depth understanding of support and resistance and how it works, okay? Every market goes through three phases: uptrend phase, consolidation phase, and a downtrend phase. But either the market is going through uptrend or downtrend or even consolidation phase, you always identify price rejected areas where price reached and was rejected. So when you see 1, 2, or 3 rejected areas, it forms support or resistance. That's it. In simple terms, support and resistance are price rejected areas on the chart. Prices move because of supply and demand. When demand is greater than supply, prices rise. When supply is greater than demand, price falls. Sometimes, price will move sideways as both supply and demand are in equilibrium. And these support and resistance occur when a trend is expected to pause due to concentration of demand or concentration of supply. So let's see, for example, here. Looking at this chart, this is NZD card chart. And looking at this chart right now, we are on which time frame? We are on M15 time frame. Can you see? Please follow the mouse cursor, okay? We're on M15 time frame. And what can we see? Can we see price rejected areas? Are you following me, guys? Can you see? Can you see these price rejected areas? You can see as many as you can, right? There are more. So looking at this chart, we can identify various rejected areas on the chart. Can you see, guys? Let me put a trend line here and horizontal line here. Can you see? Rejected, rejected, rejected. Can you see? And now, even though the price also broke out of the rejected area, see, when the market came back, it came to the same rejected area again. So this is what forms support and resistance. So rejected area, rejected price level, rejected price level, rejected again, and when price came back, it rejected again. Look at it down here too. See, rejected, rejected, rejected. Have you seen how support and resistance works? When you have 2 or more rejected areas on the chart, it forms support zone or resistance zone. So what's the difference between support and resistance? When you talk of resistance is something above, okay? Something above. So for instance, if in this particular market, we are here, we are down somewhere here, then this becomes our resistance and this line becomes our support. Do you understand? This becomes our resistance and this one becomes our support. But assuming we are up somewhere here, let's say we are up somewhere here. Can you see rejected area? Rejected, rejected, right? and the market has not come here, let's assume we are not above this line, we are still within. So this becomes our resistance, this becomes our support. Please, do you understand? This becomes our resistance, this becomes our support. So with all these, people from around the world are watching these levels. They mark these levels with trend lines or horizontal lines. Support and resistance occur diagonally and horizontally. These ones we have identified here are horizontal support levels, but they can also be diagonal support levels. So let me clean these lines and let's see if you can identify some diagonal support levels. Now without the lines on the chart, can you see the chart looks very confusing? So with our trend line tools, we can now make the market very simple. Taking our trend line tool, we can identify diagonal support. Can you see, guys? Now can you see? These are diagonal support areas. We can also find that diagonal support area here. Are you watching? So they are horizontal support areas and they are diagonal support areas. Let's see if you can find more. Look at this zone. Can you see? Support, support, support. Can you see? Diagonal support areas. Where can you find some again? I think there is some here too. Can you see, guys? So there are horizontal support areas and there are diagonal support areas. So if you want to identify horizontal support areas, you use your horizontal tool and then you draw support areas. Can you see? Rejected, rejected, and rejected again. So on the chart, you can identify both of these patterns and then you make your trading decision with them. So with all this knowledge, how do you make your trading decision with these support and resistance zones? In trading, as I've already explained, there's a trending market and there's a consolidation market. So in trending market phase, you see the market tends to retrace to a support zone, a very critical important zone. These zones can be moving averages, can be trend lines, or can be Fibonacci levels. So let's see example here. Let's find a trending market. We can see that this market looks choppy, right? It looks very choppy because it looks sideways, which means we are in a sideways mode. So if I decide to zoom in, let me zoom in. Good. Can you see? Let me take these trend lines out. Can you see that in the higher zoom level, you can see the market was sideways, which means the market is not trending, right? So when the market is not trending, you identify horizontal support areas. The market tends to retrace to horizontal support areas. So can you see sideways market? So where will you buy or where will you sell? When the market retraces back to the support zone that you'll be able to identify, that's when you wait for confirmation and you sell. But it's not going to be that simple, okay? When the market retraces to the support zone, you must even have the skill to be able to draw the support zone yourself. To identify the support zone is a big problem. But when the market is already played, it's easy to identify them because you have hand signed buyers. But aside sideways market, there will be time that you also realize that the market will be trending. So let's see. We are still within the sideways market. I think the market is trying to break out. Oh, okay, so now we are here. So let me clean this trend lines. I see the market broke out of the line of the zone of this market broke out of the ranging zone and now it's beginning to trend. So when the market is trending, we identify that the market tends to retrace to a very important zone. So as you can see, it broke out of this zone, we trace back to the same trend line zone. If you are able to trace this trend line zone forward, you will notice that The market will also retrace back to the same zone again. Can you see? It came back to the same zone again and made a big move. Let me zoom it in. Okay. So can you see the market retraced back, made a big move again? Can you see? Made a big move, and finally, I think someone was trying to sell here. So the market broke this trend line. How the trend ended, we can't tell until we see higher highs and lower lows. So either we're in a sideways market or we're in a trading market, the price always return or retrace to a very particular important zone. So let me go to different charts and show you some more examples from the other chart here. Okay, so this is a trending market, and as you can see, when the market is trending, the market tends to retrace a very important area. So on this particular chart, you notice that I have moving averages on my chart. I have moving averages and I have some horizontal lines too on my chart. Can you see horizontal lines in my chart? And I have moving averages too here. These moving averages, this is 50 moving average. This is 20 moving average. Okay. These are my personal preferences because this is how I trade. So I'm just trying to explain to you here. I use the 50, 20, and the 200 moving averages. These moving averages do not tell me when to buy or when to sell. They just tell me the direction of the market. So when the 50 is up, 20 is down, it tells me the market is in a downtrend. So I have to look for only sell entries. So when the market is in a downtrend, the market tends to retrace to a very important support zone. This same support zone can be a trend line, can you see? Or can be a moving average. But I use moving averages. Some people also use Fibonacci. Sometimes I use Fibonacci retracement tools, but for this particular setup, because of how the market was trending, I decided to use moving averages to decide my trade. Okay. So as you can see, the market will tend to retrace back to a support zone, move down again, retrace back again, downwards, retrace, downwards, retrace. Can you see? So per my strategy, per one of my strategies, we call it the breakout continuation strategy that I taught in one of my videos lesson. When I identify a pattern like support, and there's a breakout, I take a trade. That's what I taught in one of my videos. So here you can see that I took real trade. Can you see? Can you see the marks here? When you take a trade on MT5, it shows you the log. Okay. This is my personal platform I snapped just to show you in this presentation. So you can see that I took a trade here. So support, there was a breakout. The market came back to the zone and then gave bearish engulfing pattern. Can you see? So I entered here and then I took my profit here. My stop loss was somewhere here. So on a downtrend, the market tends to retrace back to a support zone. Can you see? So it's very simple if you understand what you're doing. Okay, very simple. Though you can also identify horizontal support zones, but you don't buy or sell with the horizontal support zone because the market is on downtrend. So you only make your decisions with the help of the horizontal support zones. Like as you can see, I do my lines here. Can you see? The lines were just to help me to just take some decisions, but not to take a trade. So when the market is in a downtrend, the market tends to return to only important support zones like the moving averages. So you use the moving averages to take your decisions. So actually on this trade, I took two entries. I took one entry here, can you see? And then I took another entry here when the market came back. It retraced and I saw that okay, there's a more discount. So I took one entry here, I took one entry here, and then I took my profit here, or hit my profit target. I think I made about, I think the stop loss was about $400 stop loss. So the take profit was about 780. No, it was I think 8 something, 820. I think, yeah, because I was risking more than 1:2, so I got I think 820. Forgotten, I think it was $820 on this particular trade. Yeah, something like that. Because the stop loss was about $400, and then I was getting like 820 something. Yeah, but I've forgotten this a long trade I took. I think last Wednesday. Yeah. So this is another chart pattern, this is another downtrend, and this is USD Can you identify any support areas here? Can you see support? Can you see? So I drew my vertical line, horizontal line here. Can you see another one? Support. So on this particular chart, you can identify both horizontal and both vertical support lines. Can you see? So per my strategy that I trade, I wait for market to break a support zone. That's per my strategy. I didn't say go and trade it. If you've not learned my strategy, don't go and trade it, okay? If you want to trade my strategy, go back to one of my videos and learn how I trade, okay? So per my strategy, I only buy and sell when I see a support broken. That is per my strategy. So I saw support. So I drew my line here, my horizontal line here. So I was waiting for the market to break, retrace, and give me a bearish engulfing pattern. But I actually missed this trade because I wasn't around. So because this is I think H1 chart, I trade M15 and H1 chart. Okay, so this is it's not here. Okay, I think when I did a screenshot, the time frame did not come, but I trade basically H1 and M15 chart. So when it came, I wasn't around, but if it was around, I would have taken my trade here. Can you see? So support, breakouts, wait for market to retrace back and give you here. It did not give me any bearish pattern, so I don't have to take any trade here. But here, it gave me bearish engulfing pattern. Can you see the Morningstar pattern we learned in one of the videos? Can you see the Morningstar pattern? So if I was around, I would have entered my trade here, and then I would have taken my profit somewhere here. Maybe 1:2. My stop loss would have been here, something like that. So this is another chart here I screenshot to show you. As you can see, this was a trending market. Can you identify support zones? You can see I have trend line here. Can you see? I have moving average, 50 moving average, 20 and 200 moving averages. It's not compulsory to plot all these moving averages on the chart, but that's how I trade. That's my personal strategy. I trade for over 5 years now, and I teach all my webinar students to do the same. Okay. So how do you identify the trade? Can you see support? Can you see, guys? And there was a breakout. So when support is broken, it becomes what? Resistance. Do you remember what we talked about? So assuming I was here as at that time, I wasn't around. I think this was midnight. I would have entered the trade here, and my stop loss would have been here, and take my profits somewhere here. But this was midnight. I was sleeping, so I couldn't have taken the trade here because though my pattern was formed, can you see? Bullish engulfing pattern on top of a support zone. But I couldn't take this trade. I made this trade, but the next morning when I woke up, I saw other support again. See, support, and there was a breakout. So when the market retraced back to the 50 moving average with the support zone as a confluence, I took my trade here. Can you see? This is my log. So the market did not actually hit my profit target, and I snap to show you so that you get a feel of how real trading is. Okay, and this was AUD card, 15 minutes time frame. Can you see? 15 minutes time frame. So you must understand support and resistance to be able to trade support successfully. Okay, and is it that simple? It's not that simple. Okay, it's not that simple. You must know what you are doing. You must know what you're doing. It's not that simple. To become a successful trader, you need to learn hard and learn the right skills required to become profitable. After you've learned the basics of support and resistance, you must base your trade on other factors. These factors may be multi-time frame analysis, where you analyze your trades on multiple time frames. Like maybe if you're trading on M15, you analyze your trades on H1 or H4, and then you take your trades on the M15 time frame. Or you can base your trades on currency strength, as I do, where you pair the strongest currency with the weakest currency. What do I mean by that? Let me show you an example. My strategy is based on currency strength, so I use the currency strength meter. On this particular day, it was AUD card, right? M15. Keep it in your head. AUD with the Canadian dollar, M15 time frame. So what do I have to look for on the currency strength meter? How to look for, I want AUD to be strong and then the Canadian dollar to be weak. Okay, AUD should be strong, Canadian dollar to be weak on the higher time frame. So when you check here on the higher time frame, AUD was strong. Can you see on the H1? AUD was strong and the Canadian dollar was weak. See, it was weak here, even weak on the H4 time frame. So when I saw this opportunity, I realized, okay, then let me go and make my analysis. So I made my analysis. I realized that the market was on an uptrend. So will I just buy? No. This currency strength meter and this moving averages cannot tell you when to buy or when to sell. I've always been saying it. You as a trader, you have to base your decision based on price action. The indicator is just to guide you. Okay. So I bought here and I took my profit target here. I made the strongest with the weakest. So after you learn the basis of support and resistance and trend lines, you must also base your decisions on other factors. Okay, other factors. You cannot just be drawing trend lines and be drawing moving averages and be making money. No, you must learn the right skills required to become a profitable trader. But the sad thing is that everyone here on YouTube want to teach you their strategy, right? They teach you the easy stuff, make you think trading is very easy. Trading support and resistance is very easy. So you draw your trend lines and then you draw your horizontal lines, and when they come, you make plenty money, right? So what do? You buy the idea, you follow the instructions, and you do and never make money. You realize that you end up losing more money, and you keep losing, and you get frustrated, and you ask yourself, what am I doing wrong? You ask yourself, what should I actually do to become a profitable trader? And that's how it's simple. It's because you learn the wrong things. You learn wrong things from wrong people, so you're not profitable. It's like they are showing you cartoon stories. Sometimes when I look at some of the YouTube videos, I just laugh. They are showing you cartoon stories. Do you know cartoon stories, guys? Cartoon stories are shown to kids, right? Just to make them fun and make them happy. Trading is not difficult at all. But if you are lied to and don't know what you're doing, you made the wrong decision. Okay? So my answer is simple. Most people here on YouTube, they are not YouTubers. They are not traders. They are just YouTubers. Most people here on YouTube, when I found out that, wow, these YouTubers are just making the videos to get likes, I was actually shocked and surprised. Because most of them are not profitable traders. They are not even traders. They are just YouTubers. They show you fake profit just for you to subscribe and just like their video. But in reality, they are not traders. They don't know what it takes to become a profitable trader. So you as a beginner, or you as an intermediary, or you as somebody who wants to quit your job to become a day trader, and you buy into the idea with their flashy cars and their houses they are showing you, they are lying, guys. They are lying. I fell into the same situation 7 years ago when I quit my job as a network engineer. I also follow these online YouTubers. I was actually shocked to realize later that all these guys are just YouTubers. They are not traders. They can't tell anything. So learn support and resistance, and then you can also base your trading on other factors. Okay, you cannot just base your decision on just support and resistance alone. If not, then everybody will be rich in the world, right? People in the world will also just draw lines, and when the market comes, the banks will just put all the money inside and then buy. It's not like that, guys. So learn support and resistance as part of your trading, okay? As part of your analysis, and base your trading decisions on other factors, okay? So guys, learn, practice more of these stuffs. That's if you want to become full-time profitable trader. Learn more and practice, okay? If you have any question or you don't understand anything about all whatever you've learned here, feel free to comment below and I'll answer you. Or you can send me an email at daytradeforliving@gmail.com, okay? You can check in my bio for my email and then just send me an email. In due time, I'll just reply you, okay? Like, share, and subscribe to this channel just to help and grow this channel, okay? See you again in the next video. Take care. Bye.